It's our 6th annual Supercar Super Show. Today is opening day of Polo, and we do Supercar Horsepower, the show out here. And today we're very pleased and honored to have as our guest Project 425. And these gentlemen brought some real American hardware that have been in warfare. And we're honored to be with you gentlemen today. Thank you for being here and helping our day at the opening day of Polo Horsepower a big success. Gentlemen, thank you.
We are a private organization, and our goal, we just kind of came together in 2007, and we're all Vietnam vets for the most part.
Yeah.
And our goal was to keep the service alive, the aircrew service. And one thing, we rescued this helicopter, and we have these trucks that we have done, and we go to elementary schools.
Yes.
And we bring the kids out, and we give them a little history about the helicopter and about each vehicle and what we did. We go to high schools. The General and Kurt, we've been on promotion boards for the junior ROTC program.
Yes.
You know, we ask questions, and we've gone to colleges. And our main entrance is this is all the events we did last year. Not last year, 2014.
Yes.
Our 2015 is at the printers right now. It's 84 pages. It's like 10 pages bigger than this one.
Well, in this day and age of revisionist history, it's nice to have walking, talking, living, breathing members of U.S. history,
right,
portraying what actually happened as opposed to what somebody has tried to spin.
And it's amazing because the kids today don't know anything about Vietnam at all.
Yeah.
You know, they come up, they see the machine gun, and they don't realize how many lives that saved as a medevac vehicle.
Sure.
And how many, but so it's, we have, and the reward is when we're in a parade, and you see the kids, you know, the smiling faces,
yes.
And
it's not just the kids; it's everyone now. I mean, it's like you know, when we came back from Vietnam, you know, it was like no one.
I was a little guy growing up in those years, and I used to think, why are people not being nice to them? You know, they fight for our country. Right. So as a little guy, I never understood that, and I've always been a supporter of law enforcement and our military, and honored and cherished and appreciated.
And we do a lot of, we'll be at the fair on the 15th for the whole time.
Great.
And we get a lot of veterans that will come up that said, geez, I flew on this, or I was carried on this.
Yes.
And it's a kind of a healing thing too, because they say, you know, you watch them come up and you watch them touch the helicopter, and it's like, you know,
it's an experience.
Fair one time, and a little gal came up to me. She said, "You're a general?" I said, "Yes." She said, "My father here is a general. He was a 2-star general in South Vietnam Army.
Wow.
And after we left, he and his family were in prison. He was in prison for 17 years, and
wow.
So he's come up a couple of times, been with us. And
yep.
Another thing, we've had some pilots who flew this helicopter in combat come up in a Del Rey parade. The first time he sat in it since he flew it in combat.
Yeah.
There's a guy in Stewart, a white-haired guy, Stu Lamb. You guys know Stu Lamb? He has some stories to tell you.
Yeah.
He had brought over a Czechoslovakian jet fighter plane and assembled it from the crates and took me up in it.
Yeah.
And that was a thrill for me, first of all. But he was a white-haired guy and tough as nails because he flew in Vietnam. Couldn't be shy or, you know, that stuff.
Even at the Wellington parade, one guy who was didn't know his dad. He was born American, Vietnam, And he came here and he saw the helicopter. He recognized it, and he came over and just wanted to talk with us. And,
We also had a Hispanic gal came up one time and she kissed it.
Yeah.
And I said, why? She was in Haiti when they had all that turmoil.
Yeah.
And she was brought to safety in a Huey. So there's a lot of stories, and it's fantastic to be part of it.
Thank you guys for doing this.